Hey everybody, I'm the Anime Trainer and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that I predicted was going to happen a long time ago, whenever we actually had all the lockdown stuff happen last year. And Pokemon Go did a fantastic thing. They changed some of the rules that let people play easier from their homes so they didn't have to travel because it was difficult to travel in a lot of ways. And so I thought that was a really cool thing, but I knew that when they finally removed those things, when the pandemic slowed down and lockdowns were mostly over, I knew that when they removed those features to go back to normal gameplay, that people would lose their minds. And that is exactly what has happened. If you look at the Pokemon Go boycott that's going on right now, Pokemon No, you can see that people are very upset that some of the rules are going back to the way that they were before. And it's not like this is a surprise or anything because they said it June 21st on their website, and that they and they said the previous month that they were thinking about changing it. So we look at what they're going to be doing. They are going to be doing some new exploration bonuses that make it more rewarding to play outside in the next coming months, including bonuses for spinning stops, playing at in-person rates, and getting in those steps. So they're actually giving you bonuses for playing the game the way that it was meant to be played, by going outside. I don't know if you guys remember back when Pokemon Go was first a thing. Everybody was outside all over the place. There was such community. It was really fun. And it was a great way to meet new people who loved Pokemon. And actually, there's a lot of people that just got into Pokemon because of Pokemon Go. So they're giving these exploration bonuses to get you back out into the world, like, we're supposed to play the game, because it's Pokemon Go, not Pokemon Stay in your house. Okay, so they are going to take the bonuses introduced last year and they're going to remove or change them. And then the bonuses introduced last year, that they're going to keep some of them. So the thing that people are most upset about is the bonuses introduced last year that we plan to remove or change. And the PokemonGoLive.com website says over the next few months, we're planning to remove or change some of the bonuses introduced last year. We will not make these changes until after Pokemon Go Fest in July, and we will remove them as a test, which we're past that point now. It is today, which is supposed to be Pokemon No Day. We will remove or change them on a rolling basis in other countries and regions over time, and at the same time introduce new exploration bonuses. Over the last year, incense effectiveness was increased to attract Pokemon to you more frequently, even if you weren't able to leave home, which was great for the pandemic. After this change, the effectiveness will be set to the standard level when you're stationary, and increased effectiveness will kick in when you are moving. Like you're supposed to play the game by walking. Previously, your buddy Pokemon brought you more gifts each day, up to 5 gifts at once, and up to 3 times a day. This is because we knew trainers were running low on supplies like Pokeballs and berries to help them catch Pokemon, which was a great thing during the pandemic because it was very hard to get out and actually do that. As we move to encouraging trainers to play outside more, they can continue to receive supplies from spending Pokestops. After the change, the frequency of these gifts from buddy Pokemon will be reduced. Yeah, that's a good thing. They're going back to the original way that the game was intended to be played, by going out and exploring and seeing the world and getting on your feet and not sitting at home playing every other video game, like every other video game in existence. All right. Previously, Pokestop and gym interaction distances were increased to enable people to engage from further away. After this change, the distance will revert back to the standard distance when it makes sense in different places, though it may be increased during future events as part of certain features. So yeah, that makes sense too. You actually have to go to the places to do the Pokestop and the gym interaction. That's a good thing. Remote raids have become an important part of the game this past year, and we're going to continue evolving them, so they're not getting rid of them. Our intention is to find the right balance between remote play and in-person play, so stay tuned. So they've got some more stuff coming with the remote stuff. Bonuses introduced last year that we're planning on keeping. So they introduced these bonuses last year, and they're going to keep these bonuses. Incense duration will remain at 60 minutes, which is phenomenal. No walking requirement for Go Battle League, so that's cool. You can just, battle in the Go Battle League, and it's not a big deal. You can challenge any trainer remotely with a QR code, and the requirement to battle with friends remotely has been lowered to good friends. So they did a good, they're keeping that thing that seemed like it increased general overall playtime that you can do at home when you're not out and about. The maximum number of gifts you can carry in your item bag at a time will remain at 20, which is really cool. Trainers will be able to open up to 30 gifts per day, up from the previous 20, and you will continue to receive 3 times the Stardust and XP for your first Pokemon catch of the day. So these really cool bonuses that they introduced during the pandemic, they are letting us keep them. And some of these are really good quality of life changes that help after maybe you had a really long day, actually playing the game. You're out walking for a few hours and you've spun a bunch of Pokestops and whatever else. And maybe you do want to you want to do some battling, but you don't want to go find a like a rocket stop or something like that. Or you want to do some battling with a friend. And so, you don't have to be like super, super, super friends with them. You can just be good friends. So it allows us to keep some of the cool stuff that they introduced while allowing us to get back to the way that the game is intended to be played. If you have a problem with the removal of those features from last year during the pandemic, I encourage you to not because the whole point of Pokemon Go, the entire premise of the game from the get-go was go outside, walk, move, explore, be with people, not sit at home like every other game that we have access to play. Well, it's like, well, some people want to, don't want to go out and walk. Well, play a different game. This is what this game is. This game is about movement and exploration and being out in the world. It's a way to get gamers to experience physical fitness on a very easy level. Very easy level. I was so happy when we introduced this game when it first came out because it did something that I have been doing for well over a decade like that. It got people interested in moving around. And because it was a cool premise with a great IP and relatively fun gameplay at the beginning, there were some bugs, but the gameplay is improved. But the basic premise of the game is the same. Go outside, move around, have fun, explore, get exercise. If you are upset about those things, re-examine what the purpose of the game is. For the general population, if you were upset about this, I'm obviously not talking about people who are disabled or maybe have issues being able to go outside, that kind of stuff. I'm speaking about the general population. If you have a problem with reverting back to the original way that this game is played, I'm going to tell you something. Stop being lazy. Go outside. Walk around. Sunlight is good for you. It is good for your health to go outside and experience these things. And guess what? You don't have to leave video games behind. They gave us the opportunity to go outside and play video games and still get activity. So as I was saying, the Pokemon Go boycott, player strike, they're saying that they're not going to play today. The ongoing feud between Pokemon Go player base and title developers Niantic is set to reach a boiling point on August 5th, with thousands of furious trainers plotting a Pokemon No Day. Pokemon Go is, of course, a game. We know all that stuff. And we covered this stuff just a little bit ago, and then they reverted those changes. So it's not like they just dropped it on us. They did give us a heads up. The plan for their boycott is to just stop playing the game. That includes no raids, no trades, no gems, no buying anything from the shop, with fans hoping that their in-game action will crater Niantic's servers for the day. And so you have prominent Pokemon Go creators. I'm not super familiar with Zoe Two Dots, but I do know the Trainer Club have already put their weight behind the movement. Zoe saying, I'm more than down to boycott if we're vibing that. And then I know for myself personally, I'm just straight up not spending money in the game until they address it publicly. Why? What's the problem? You are reverting the game back to the original way that it was intended to be played, so that you get more activity in the game. There's tons more stuff to do in the game than when it originally started. So it's not like you're running low on things to do. And they kept a lot of the bonuses that you can still do at home after you've had a full day of playing. So, like I said, if you have a problem with this, I just want to call you lazy. You know, and people can be upset if they want to be upset. And the company has the right to do whatever it's going to do with its product. But if you're going to be upset, at least analyze why you're upset. What's the big deal? And understand the original intentions for what the game was supposed to be. I'm sure that I'm going to catch some hate for this, but I feel very strongly about people who are not normally active being able to be active. And anything that encourages that is a good thing. And if you're trying to lessen that, you're lazy. All right, that's all I'm going to say on it for today. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I do things like this occasionally. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with somebody if you want to make them mad. But that's all I've really got for today. And if you want to check out a cool video that we did, I'll leave it in the description. It's a Pokemon Go workout that we did with Duffy a long time ago. It was pretty cool. All right, until next time, good luck and train hard.